Hello everybody! This is a long time in the making. Literally, I've delayed this video for like 4 years, but it's my office tour. Unfortunately, I don't have a cool gamer inside, something for my door, maybe something Santa will get me for Christmas. Tina's recording. So let us go in and I'll show you where the magic happens. Oh, bump, bump, bump. It's my office. This is where I stream 5 days a week for like 5 to 6 hours. I've had the same schedule for 10 years, and I think this is my favorite iteration of The Office. My office, not the show The Office. And it's great because we're moving in a year, so I'm going to have to redo it again. But until then, welcome on in. This is where it would be cool if we had like the Cribs music, but that's probably copyrighted, so we shouldn't do that. Or you can walk in. Let me close the door behind you, and then we'll kind of go counterclockwise. All right, you're in my office. Welcome on in. So we're just going to start, I guess we'll start on this wall, and like I said, just kind of go all the way around. So over here, we have the X-Ray and Vav posters that I've had for so long that we finally put up. This is the animated series I did with Gavin at Rooster Teeth. There was 2 seasons. This is a shorter season. This is a longer one. I think it was maybe like 15 episodes, 20 episodes. I don't remember. It's been so long. Oh, and hold on. Tina, stay there, you beautiful woman. This all works. Tina bought this DVD. Is it DVD or Blu-ray? I can't even tell.
DVD.
DVD. Physical media. She bought this the other day, so yeah, I'm a super fan. That one's me. I'm the green one, not that one. But we hung these up. Before I did this, the wall was just blank. This was really meant for these to be hung up, but we are the worst, especially me, at delaying projects that'll take 10 minutes. More like an hour because we hung some other stuff, but it's my fault. We delayed it for so long. Down here, we have a lot of Xbox consoles. I have a buddy who works with Microsoft, so I'm on a press list, mailing list, whatever you want to call it, and I get a lot of cool free Xbox stuff that I'm super thankful for. So these have I think all of them have consoles in it, but you have like special Xbox Ones. This is the only one I think we haven't opened. I unironically like how this one looks. Hold on. Stuff's gonna get moved out of the way here. It's a little dusty. This actually looks sick, but yeah, I never opened it because I never had any reason to, but love Minecraft. Big Minecraft fan, this guy. But we also have the Fortnite one, which I think Tina used for a little bit. This is the Project Scorpio Edition Series X. This is
That's the one I used for a little bit.
This is the one you used, or maybe we just got the one for the controller.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would do. This is the sparkly one. I forgot what that one is called, but it's just like a white Xbox One X, but it has like what looks like confetti almost. It looks really cool and it has like a matching controller as well. I have no idea if any of these are rare, by the way, but I think it's just in here. Maybe the controller as well, just chilling. That is a Gears Xbox. This one is red. This is like the white one, and then this is like the Taco Bell edition. That's the 1X, and then that's the Cyberpunk one. So this is just 9 Xboxes, and there's more up here on these shelves. These are, we'll get to those later. These actually were, they were on the shelves, kind of slightly hanging off, and Tina's like, "You gotta take those down. I'm gonna have a conniption. I'm afraid they're gonna fall off." And I'm like, "Where are we gonna put them?" And she's like, "Why don't we stack them here?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, that looks great. What a surprise." Tina had a great idea. But yeah, those are there, and it just kind of fits well within that wall, and it's kind of like a decoration piece, just a very expensive decoration piece. Up here, we have the extra controllers I use. We have my controller I use for PC games. This is a Switch controller called the Gully Kit controller. That's pretty nice. It looks more like an Xbox. It feels like an Xbox controller. That sometimes I use that. Pro controller, 360 controller if I need it. I just turned on my 360. Sick. PlayStation 5. And then these are the 2 controllers I use for, a little dusty, for emulated games on PC. This is like your standard SNES controller. And this is the same thing, but it looks like a Glizzy. This is a Hyperkin Oscar Mayer branded Glizzy controller. So I just got it because it's a Glizzy and it's funny. I don't really have I do have drawers over there, you'll see, but I just put them here because they're more readily accessible. Also, just do that. We have these gloves here. This is like part of a mic that I could probably get rid of. I have no idea why I still have this, so ignore that. These are gloves for the Chibi Doki cosplay that we are waiting on. We have, do we have the tights? Or the stockings, whatever you got. We have those, and we have the the bodysuit I'm going to wear. And it is actually more comfortable than I thought, to be honest. And then we're waiting on, what are we getting made? The wig, the horns, the skirt? Are we getting
the skirt, and then she has like a little collar.
Like a little collar. So we're waiting. We commissioned somebody to make it, so they're making that. I'm going to wear these the rest, if you guys don't mind. This is a little sneak peek at the Chibidoki cosplay.
It's like we're at a museum.
Yeah. This is all not even worth the gloves, but... so we get to this corner. This is the Pikachu corner. This is ginormous Pikachu. This is the Pikachu I dance with when we do... when we flick on the hype train. You got this after RTX. You remember what year? It was RTX many years ago. We went to like there's a store in Austin, like kind of a ways away. And he was pretty expensive, but the picture Tina took with him, maybe we could find it. Maybe we could put it on this video. Tina's going to edit it. So she looks so happy. And I love this thing. So this is supposed to be in her office, but she left Pikachu in here to watch over me. So he's here. This is a Squishmallow Pikachu. I got Tina as well. I don't think she has any space for it, but kind of the same thing with this. They watch over me. And when Tina takes a nap in here, as you guys know, Tina likes to sleep on the floor. Sometimes she'll snuggle up, use this as a pillow. And speaking of pillows, we have two pillows here. We have... I'm going to make a little bit of a mess here, that's fine. We have my body pillow, which we sold over at FrameRateMerch.com twice. Are we bring this back one more time? I don't know. We talked about it.
Let us know in the comments
Let us
below.
know if he wants to bring this back one last time. This is the original.
Yeah.
Where it says Brown Man in the back. The newer one just has the Brown Man is no longer there because I no longer go by that. But it's honestly pretty comfy. Sometimes I have to put a mattress in here to sleep. I sleep up here if I'm having issues with YouTube. So I've slept with this before. And a little self-love. It's pretty comfortable. And the other pillow I have, by the way, if anything is crooked, it is absolutely my fault. Tina measured everything up, but sometimes I bump these things and I don't adjust them, so sorry. Next one is our bestie, one of Tina's many girlfriends. This is Cottontail VA. We bought this at... What was that? Was it San Japan? What was it? Was it WeebCon?
WeebCon.
We bought it at WeebCon. I like everyone to know, and no one believes me. Tina bought this, not me. I know it's in my office. When we went to the booth, I forgot what booth it was. Was it Novel Horizons?
Yeah.
The Novel Horizons booth. Someone behind the booth came over and talked to me. So we talked for like 5 or 10 minutes, and Tina bought this, and she bought some other stuff, but because it's in my office, people think I bought it. Love Cotton. So, she hangs out in the corner with me, body pillow me. But I swear to God, I didn't buy this. I promise. I swear to God. But maybe we'll get more body pillows in the future. I don't know. I like supporting my friends. Most of them are anime women at this point, so their merch is a little suggestive. All right, now we'll move on to the first shelf of 4 big shelves here. What are these shelves called again?
Billy bookcases.
These are just basic IKEA bookcases called Billy bookcases. People always ask what these are. These aren't anything special. We just got 4 of them. I think I had like 2 before, and then like the 2 were in the other room. We just combined them, and I love them. There's a lot of space here, even like too much space, even with all the shit I got. But we're starting at the top here. We have these lovely crocheted items. These 2 were made by, I kept it here, just in case I needed this. I believe they were made by Giggles Plushies. Shout out to Elizabeth Tierney. I hope I said that correctly. And they wrote a nice note, too. You know what? The gloves are starting to become a hindrance. I might have to take them off. I'm keeping them on right now, though. God. How does she do this? Don't rip it. Okay, yeah. It was made from Liz. Thank you so much. It is a big toucan, and this is a shiny shaman. When I was going through my shiny shaman battle in Pokemon BDSP, we finally got it. She also sent some other ones as well. We did lose one to the dogs. It fell off the shelf, and then they tore it up. And the other ones we have in storage because I like to switch things out every now and then. But these are great. I love these. Thank you so much for that. With these we have these are crocheted bees by our friend Chloe. We have the bumblebee. This is the bi bee. This one's yours, right? The one you got. And this is a ghost bee, but it's called a boo bee. These are super cute. Thank you, Chloe, for those. I think she has commissions open. She opens and closes them, so you'll have to check online for that. Shout out to Echo Chloe. This is Peepo Chew. This guy with the weird eyes, like the crazy eyes from, oh god, what was it? Mr. Deeds? Mr. Deeds, yeah. This is based on a Twitch emote, I believe. So he's just there watching you. And then we have a little parrot that my sister-in-law got me for my birthday. Fits perfectly in that little nook, alcove, whatever you want to call it. I love them. I like birds, so the more birds, the better. Let me put these gloves over here. Hold on. Okay. All right, next shelf is my first shelf of plushies. It's just a mishmash of things I've collected over the years. So we'll start on the far left over here. We have Plank, the real star from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Love him. We have a little puffin here. Tina's favorite bird I've discovered recently are puffins. She's a big puffin fan all of a sudden. So I have one. She has one in her office. And then in the living room, we have a little statue of two puffins together. This is the gorilla from Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington. Shout out to Cody and Kelsey. We have Bobby Hill back here, kind of poking. Shout out to Bobby Hill. We have my boy Max and Platypus is a Little B plush. Love Little B. We have a little Cuphead. Is this a Funko? I don't think that's a Funko. That's a separate. I only have like 3 Funkos, but we have a Cuphead figure. We have Wario, of course, my favorite Mario character. I love him. Then we have a cute little YouTube frog crochet that somebody made. Unfortunately, I don't have their name here because I'm the worst. But the lily pad is the YouTube like play button, and then the actual frog themselves. It's super cute. We've been trying to make a YouTube frog plush to like sell on the store, but they haven't really come out great. Like this is one of one, and it's like perfect, but we really can't get anything to emulate how cute that is. But that one's on the shelf. YouTube frogs always have my back. Then we have a Shantae, a nice Shantae plush, and a Shantae Funko. Then we have this little guy that Tina got me. Where'd you get me this guy?
I got him at Target.
You got him at Target. just a little bird.
He just hangs his little feet.
He's hanging out. And then we have the Fox from Tunic, which is a phenomenal game, and I love him. And that's pretty much that shelf. Down here is my Yakuza shelf. It's a little small, but over the years I'm sure it'll get bigger. We have a little Oni Michio guy back here. We have the Kiryu statue that you got me for Christmas a little while ago. Then we have this Kiryu cup. He looks so silly. He looks so mad. Oh, there you go. If you want to see where it's from. I've never had anything to drink out of this, but he hangs out right there. Then we have, you're going to see a lot of these. These are called tubs. They're called tubs from also from Numbskull, I guess. This is not a brand deal, but I guess it could be. We have a Kiryu one and a Majima one. I don't know if there's any more for Yakuza, but I do like these as collectibles because I guess I'm a big rubber duck guy all of a sudden. Back here, my sister-in-law Alex got these little pocket tissues that emulate the pocket tissues from the game. They're very, very cute, unopened. And then this, you can't see back here, but this is the vinyl collection of all the music from Yakuza 0, which Tina got me a while ago. You had to buy and wait like a couple of months for, right? It's actually worth a pretty penny. I don't think we've listened to it yet, but as for now, it just stands right here, part of the collection. You can kind of see right there, the Yakuza 0 branding. And then we got a couple of games here. We have the original sealed Yakuza on PS2, sealed. And then we have the worst Yakuza game, Yakuza Dead Souls. It's only bad because it runs like absolute shit. If they ever remade this and it ran at a decent frame rate, it'd be a lot of fun. It's super silly. It's like Yakuza, but zombies. And speaking of silly, this is up until, I guess it's a Switch version coming out this month. By the way, we're recording this September 30th. This is going out sometime in October, so happy Halloween. Sometime in October, Yakuza Kiwami is coming out for the Switch, and I think that's the second time Yakuza is going to be on the Nintendo platform. And this is the first one, Yakuza 1 and 2 HD for the Wii U. It's Japanese only. This is a gift from some friends, complete in box. I'll probably never play this, but it's cool to have because it's bizarre that it exists, to be honest. Whoops. Please. This is a Yakuza Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7 controller we got from part of a little cool press package. That's a Majima rubber duck. This is a Majima little plush, a little button. And then Mika got me this little mini Goromi, which is Majima, clearly, mini body pillow. And then she also got me this. Gonna kind of come over here quickly. which is the actual body pillow, but I don't have any extra pillows to put it on. But it's still sealed right now. But I'm sure sometime in the future I will get a proper pillow for this. So Mika, thank you so much. If you're watching this for some reason. And then over here we got what can only be described as, it's an unofficial Goro Majima fan book. There's some smut in there. I forgot who sent me this, but it's great. And I've looked through it, but I'm afraid the video's going to get demonetized. So I'm just going to leave it sealed. Just know it's super cute, and I like it a lot. And the fan art in there is really, really cool. And then this, I'm going to move this here. I have to fix all this stuff later. This makes sense to put here, even though it's not directly Yakuza related. This is like a full-blown, very well-packaged, it's upside down. It's a Mahjong set. Like, I don't know if these are expensive or anything, but it's really cool. So, yeah, I have that just there if I ever want to learn how to play Mahjong. But as someone who's gone for all the achievements in every Yakuza game, I despise Mahjong because I am too stupid to realize how to play it. I don't want to break this. There you go. So, yeah, a full Mahjong set. I'll put you back there for now, and I can fix that later. We go down a shelf. This is like the Twitch shelf. We have my personal Bible. Of course, start with the best thing first. This is Ninja's Get Good, my ultimate gaming guide, or ultimate guide to gaming. Let's get that dub, of course. Funny story about this, I put this in my Amazon cart as a joke, and then I didn't buy anything from Amazon for a while, and then I bought probably Liquid Death or something stupid, and then it showed up, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So now it's just on the shelf. It's part of the gag. Back here we have the gong that someone sent me. Originally, we had some space for the gong, but the reason we don't is because I got an award from Twitch. It's a really nice award. It might be hard to see because of the glare, but it says, Ray, 5 million hours watched on Twitch. I don't know how many days or months or years that is, but I'm very proud of this, and it's really, really cool. I don't have like a silver play button or anything from YouTube because I never applied, and I don't know if I could still apply, but maybe if we ever get 1 million, I'll get one. But having an actual award from Twitch is very, very cool, and I'm very proud of that. We're actually at like 14 million-ish hours watched. I think the next trophy's at 25, so we still have a long ways to go, so maybe we'll get the 25 one. There is one for 50, and I don't think I'll ever get that, but 25, maybe, who knows. Then we have this 3D printed nameplate that Tina got me, Chibi, Nags, and Matt, right? All 4 of us. And it's super cute. I love it. It's in the Twitch font. It stands up straight. Actually made pretty well. And I think it's a super adorable little gift. Tina loves giving gifts to people. That's her love language. So she's the best. That's all I'm saying. The classic Twitch pillow. And then we got this little, would this be a thermos you'd call this? Or
water bottle.
Water bottle with, this is an old one. This is one of the first Twitch cons we got. I think this is like a freebie.
Yeah, because it came with that thing too.
Oh, because it came with this little charger.
Power brick, yeah.
Power brick. Power rectangle. And then this is just, might be hard to see, but it has all like, no, not all, but a bunch of global emotes on there. Franker Z, Doo-Doo-Doo, Kappa, and what else we have on here? Tryhard, shout out to Trihex, Bible Thump, rest in peace, no longer going to be on Twitch. But it's just really cool. Just a cool piece of Twitch memorabilia to have. They've given us like more stuff. Well, I haven't gone in a couple of years, but they also give us some other stuff that was kind of like whatever. But I kept some of the nice stuff. But that's the Twitch shelf, and I like it a lot. If we go down to the next shelf, this is remember what I said about the ducks? There's a lot more of these. So eventually this will be like a Resident Evil shelf. I need more Resident Evil merch. I feel like an asshole because I bought all of these literally the other day, and they came in, and Tina got me one of these for Christmas. L on my part. I'm really hard to buy for because if I want something, I'll just buy it. I'll be honest. I try to be better about it and be like, hey, Tina, tell Santa I want this, but I just bought all these because I'm an idiot. So we have Claire, Jill, Chris, Leon, Hunk, Nemesis. We have Ada up here. Santa Claus was not in Resident Evil to my knowledge, but Resident Evil 9? But I really do like, these are how they come in, by the way. This is like the box they come in. I have an extra Ada Wong. They're really cool as far as like silly collectibles. I think I have Mr. X and the Merchant coming in, and maybe William Birkin. I don't remember, but yeah. Hopefully this will be a Resident Evil shelf, kind of like we have the Yakuza one up there, because those are some of my 2 favorite franchises. Over here, these little seem like store brand weird ducks. There was an advent calendar I did last year with these ducks where every day we opened them up, and it was pretty hype. This was when we were doing the Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. So that probably is really what started this rubber duck, the kink I have now. But this is a lot of fun. I've kept these. I think we have another one in the garage, so I might get rid of these since they're kind of like whatever, and maybe put more stuff here for Resident Evil. But for now, I leave them here to fill the spot, and they're kind of cute. There's some really weird ones in here, like I don't know what this is.
She's a princess.
It's just but I thought they were supposed to be Christmas themed, but I guess not because there's a turkey over there.
There's also a cow.
There is also a cow. Moo? But yeah, that's super cute. And then this is this is a little Leon. I forgot what these are called.
I think they're called like Sumsums. I might be wrong. It's something like that.
I don't know what exactly they're called,
Disney,
but
I think
it's super cute. And this is like a little Leon.
It's very.
These are the little kind of knickknacks that I like. And this is all the friendship bracelets that all the Swifties made me. And of course, I wear one every single day. The one that says Tina's husband might be hard to.
A little more than friendship.
A little more than friendship. Tina's had to replace this like 2 times because
I've restrung it. Yeah.
You've restrung it just because I never take it off, and I've been wearing this for
year and a half.
A year and a half. Yeah, this is like my only jewelry besides my wedding ring. But yeah, they all made one for my birthday. I think last year.
For Swiftmas.
For Swiftmas, that's what it was, and they made a fuck ton. So, hey, maybe I'll get some more. I could fill up this tube. This is a great way to store these, by the way. So thank you for all the Swifties for that. Down here is it was an empty shelf, but I have a fuck ton of controllers, and these are all empty boxes. We'll, at the end of this tour, we'll show the controller wall as a little bonus. But, I don't know, I think it just looks cool to put here to really fill in the slot. You can see all the different colors and whatnot. These are the 2 new controllers that came out, for example. But, yeah, I usually don't keep the boxes, but I had a free shelf, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, why not? Some controller boxes. Oh, and while you're down here, we got 2 rugs. We have the Bad at Video Games rug, which, as of this recording, is not sent out yet, but they're coming soon for everybody who pre-ordered. So thank you so much. That's the first batch, and then we're doing one more batch for Black Friday. A lot of people pre-ordered them, so now we have a good idea of how much to order for Black Friday. But that's what it looks like. This is the test print.
Sample.
The sample. I have the sample. And then this was made by our friend Jen. Lil Zelda, she made a little brown crown rug. It's super cute. So I just put both these rugs here for decoration. I mean, I'm the only one in here, and I'm generally only in this area. But, you know, it looks good there, I think. If not, then fuck you, I like it there. All right, second shelf.
Starting at the top.
Starting at the top, this is my favorite shelf. This is the I Love My Wife wedding shelf. We have Pikachu in a little tuxedo. We have a little... Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I know why I hid this. Not really hid it, but...
Matching of all of these.
It says... Oh, yeah, you have your version. It says, soon to be her mister. I'm her mister, so...
Not soon anymore.
Not soon anymore right now. And then we have the Mickey ears. That's super cute. I'll put that up here. And then we have... People always ask me why this is always set to March 2nd. This is like a calendar. You could, like, change it and whatever. But this is the date we got married. And we started dating, March 2nd. So it always stays on March 2nd. These are our vows. I have Tina's vows. She has my vows. Believe it or not, I'm not going to read that in this video. Just know I have her vows. And then she made me this cute book for her anniversary. It's a custom-made book. I also won't go through this at all, but it's just like... Here are some of the reasons why I love you. She didn't draw this, by the way. She just, like, wrote the text. But it's, like, super cute. I love this book. Let me put this back here. And then I got rid of all of my amiibos. I kept these 2 Robs just because they look like they're hugging. Or like they are Big Spoon and Little Spoon. That's literally the only reason I kept these Robs. And then this box is infamous. This is a box of... Well, it's a box within a box. Because the other box is kind of exploding. Come back over here, sorry. In this box houses a blue box of every card Tina has ever given me. Ever since we started talking. I have her first gift she gave me, which is a copy of Space Jam. The soundtrack of the original Space Jam from Near Comic-Con 2012. And yeah, this is every single card or note she's given me. And I keep it in here, but I can tell the box is kind of overflowing, so I keep it in a double box. Almost just dropped that. That would have been catastrophic. But I love this box. I think I've said this before, but if I had to come into this room and grab one thing to save, it would be this. Everything else is replaceable, but not everything in there.
A decade of cards.
A decade of cards for my wife. But yeah, this is the wedding shelf. I love this shelf. It's my favorite shelf on the whole of all of them. But yeah, this is the I love my wife's shelf. If you come down here, more plushies, even though I'm a 35-year-old man. A lot of these are actually supporting my friends, like my best friend Hatsune Miku. But we have Frog Detective up here. I love that game. He's just chilling back there. We have just a bread plushie. I think you got me this bread plushie. It's just like, it's bread. And I'm like, sick. That's cute. Here we got Voxer, and I believe their name is Vero. Shen, I'm so sorry if I don't know your OC names. But these are both to represent, these are both for my friend Shen. Love her a lot. We've made some fun content together, and I just want to support her. So I have her 2 plushies. I think there's more, but these are the 2 I have. Voxer is the one I throw on the ground that spikes incredibly well. I don't know what they did with his noggin, but this dude spikes great, almost like an American football. That's Hatsune Miku, which Chibi gave me when we hung out with her at WeebCon, I believe. And then we actually have Chibi right here. Her YouTube. This is a U-Tunes, right? So we just got that someone recently. And then we have Pepe, just hanging back there. The icon, Pepe the Frog. Twitch icon in my eyes.
It's sort of like a Venn diagram.
What do you mean?
Hatsune Miku, and then Pepe, and then if you were to like merge.
Oh yeah,
Chibi.
Chibi's in the middle of Hatsune Miku. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Spectrum.
Yeah. Oh, there's a spectrum for Chibi. All right, that's funny. And then we have these standees here. This is our friend TT. Everything all right?
You didn't take the protective film off of TT's.
Oh, I never did.
Yeah.
I think you told me that before, and I'm just like, well, it's been too long. I'm just going to leave it here. I didn't know until recently that there's a protective film on standees. That's why Froggy and Cotton don't have theirs. I think you took them off.
Yeah.
And then TT's, I'm like, oh, I just left that on. But this is our friend TT. She has a ginormous standee. And then we got Froggy. Whoops, Zen, please. Voxer, no. We have the Froggy one, which we got at Say in Japan, and our friend Cotton as well. I like buying stuff and supporting my friends, so if we ever do another office tour, there might be a whole shelf of just VTuber standees in the future. And then this little one I like as well. This is Zen. I guess it's supposed to represent Zen's chat. It's like a little gecko. But he's wearing a little banana costume. And Zen and I are in a constant alliance. So I just want to let Zen know that she always has my back. I always have her back.
She's always watching your back.
She is always watching my back. Very true. But yeah, this is all just this plushy wall or shelf. And yeah, as I get older, I get more plushies and more anime women. So thank God I'm already married. Moving on down to this one. This is just like some cool Xbox stuff. Which one did you get me? The one on the left or the right? Do you remember?
Right.
You got me these, and they sent me these. These are like a collaboration Xbox did with Adidas. I've never worn these shoes, but yeah, they're really, really cool. I like these a lot. And then this one, the color is kind of ugly, to be honest, but it's supposed to represent the original Xbox. And in that regard, it's pretty cool. You can see the tongue there, and then like the weird kind of green they got going on. I like this one a lot, though, but I don't think I'll ever wear these. I think they're just purely for decoration. They've been behind me the whole time. We also got this custom achievement unlocked hat that says Narvaez. So this is my dad's, but I took it. Thank you for laughing. This has also been back here. We got these 2 Xbox glasses, also for decoration. Never drank out of those. We have a little pin here. We went to XO19. That was a great event in London. What'd I say?
You said pin, it's a patch.
Oh, it's a patch. Sorry, you're right. I think they sold this at the event. I don't remember. There was also like a jacket you can buy, and you could like put the patch on there. And then this is a little, oh, hey, Game Pass. I'm pretty sure that code's been used, but if it hasn't, good luck.
I don't even know if it's.
I don't even know if you can see it,
but
this is I believe it's meant to be a coaster. But it's this shelf, little Xbox stuff shelf. Moving on down here, we got we got a mishmash of a lot of stuff. So first we got, this is really cool, my Xbox Hall of Fame trophy. They have like a Hall of Fame thing for.
It's clear, so I'm trying to put it like your shirt.
Would it be like?
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, well, They get it.
They get it.
Yeah.
They gave that off. They gave these to a bunch of people who have just been in the Xbox community for a while, and I was lucky enough to get one of them. There was like a matching jacket and everything as well. I think I tweeted about it. Very, very cool. And then maybe in the tweet as well, or maybe in the video, we'll post a tweet of that so you can maybe see it better. Over here is a cute little trophy my wife made me when I got 500,000 gamer score. Girlfriend at the time. That was almost 2 million gamer score ago, which is crazy to think about. But I love this thing. This is such a cute little thing that Tina got me. This is the Mario Party trophy from the Mario Party tournament I did with Z, Chilled, and Max. I had to go to LA to get it from Max because he never sent it. I had to wait like over a year to get it, but it was 3D printed. And it survived the travel, and I treasure this a lot. The script is bullshit, but I deserve this trophy. Next, we have these little light up Xbox like trophies, which is kind of cool. I think I have the batteries out of them. There's one over there as well. I think Tina bought me one, and then we had one sent to the P.O. box, and it just worked perfectly that they could fit in each corner as a decorative piece. This is something Xbox sent me as well. I think this was a Christmas gift. Mm-hmm. They sent out snow globes to people for like achievements they've gotten recently. This is September 28th, 2018. So this is over 6 years old. And this is the Como Te Llama achievement in, I think it was Shadows of the Tomb Raider. But it's pretty cool. Well, there you go. There's the snow, and then there are the llamas. So this is like a very unique gift that they sent. This is a carrot bong. This is a 17 light stick that apparently is pretty expensive that a fan sent. I did take the batteries out, so unfortunately it won't turn on, but I do be waving it, pretending I am a K-pop stan. And then here's my cheat sheet of everybody's name. It came with the carrot bong, so if I reference anybody...
Well, are they not like stickers or something?
They are. I think they are stickers to put on this, but I still I keep them. Who is your favorite? My favorite is the 8. Put your favorite 17 member in the chat down below or the comments. So I have that here. A very nice gift that someone just sent to the P.O. box, like I said. And then here we have Star Wars The Mandalorian controllers. I don't want to take them out, but we have Grogu, and then we have the Mandalorian himself in that orange and baby blue. They've been in there 99% of the time. There was one instance where I did come into my office one day and they were on the floor because I think the box fell over. Oops. But they've been in there. I never used them. I've never even seen the Mandalorian, but we have that. And then we have another pretty expensive controller up there that we'll get to in a little bit. And that's that shelf.
And your little on-air sign.
Oh, my on-air sign. Yeah, Tina got me this.
I don't think I did.
You don't think you got me this?
I'm 99.9% sure Ricky got you that.
Oh, let's go.
I think.
So this appeared, and it's a cute little on-air sign. There's not really a good place for me to put it, so I put it up here, kind of tucked away. It actually, did I put the batteries in here? I don't remember. I think there's a...
Nope.
Oh, there we go. Guess there are batteries in here. So it just kind of stays up here. There's no sense of me turning the light on because I always have the lights on when I'm streaming, but it's a cool little thing.
It's cute.
Whoever got me that, thank you, because I forgot and I have a terrible memory. I apologize. All right, moving on down here. We got some books, but before we get to the books, we got these very lovely license plates. This is a Ray Lamal license plate that was part of a Forza Horizon 5 press box, which I'll show you a little bit later. It's up there. This is very, very cool. And then over here, the Daddy 69 license plate is a reference to when I play True Crime Streets of LA. When you make your save file, you make a license plate, and this is the one I made. And they even went above and beyond and added FrameRateMerch.com to it. So I love these, like these little custom, stupid, silly gifts. So thank you so much for that. True Crime Streets of LA did not age well. I did not like playing that game when I did, but I loved it when I was a kid. So these are really the only books I have. I'm not a big reader, if you can believe it. I have the whole Walking Dead series, which I do need to finish. I think the last time I read, it was only up to 22. So one day I'll finish actually reading this. I'm a big Scott Pilgrim fan, so I have the hardcover books, and then I have like the classic, this thing. If you guys went to PAX's like 10 years ago, maybe even they still have these today. These were at like every event I went to, and eventually I just bought them, and they're super cute. I think Scott Pilgrim is one of the pieces of media that is good in every medium. Movie, anime, book, video game, soundtrack. I think they really nailed it. And I love Scott Pilgrim. My favorite movie of all time as well. And then over here, we have we have the Bo Burnham book, Egghead. And then we have this, which I bought at a Target, which I might actually need because as of this recording, I've not played Among Us yet. But we are playing Among Us this weekend, so I got to get the... It's unofficial, but it's the game guide. Might be a little outdated, but I have that. And then we have the Ammonomicon, which is, of course, in reference to Enter the Gungeon, one of my favorite games of all time. It's very, very cute. It's just kind of like tells you everything about the game, like the bestiary, all the guns and items and stuff. Very, very cool. And then we have Hello, Big Red. This Big Red is the mascot for Western Kentucky University. You may have seen him in our mascot tournaments. And this is just a kid's book about Big Red. See, there's Big Red on campus. Shout out to Jamie. She went to WKU. I think she got me this. This seems like a Jamie gift, but I could be wrong. Either way, I still have it. Shout out to Western Kentucky University and my favorite mascot, Big Red. And then over here, these are pretty cool books too. We have this one. This is the first one and the second one. It's called The Game Console. And it tells you about video game consoles, if you can believe it. But also tears them apart and shows you the insides of them. And I think it's a cool... If I ever had a coffee table, which if I move to Seattle, or when we move to Seattle, if I have more space in my office area, I might have these on like a table area. Because I like to have a couch or like a proper sitting area for if people want to hang out. And then here's the second one. Same guy, Evan Amos. There's a receipt, surprise. But yeah, I assume this goes into even more. This goes into even more detail on the newer consoles and stuff. Very, very cool book. We do have some more books later on over there, but these books are kind of cool. The other books over there are a little more special, and I'll let you know when we get to that. And then down here we have more controller boxes. More importantly, we have a back scratcher. You need a back scratcher. It's OP. But we have essentially Elite controllers. We have the original Elite controller. They're super dusty.
Dust on them.
We have the Gears of War one. We have the Taco Bell Elite controller, which I think is just the white one. And then, this is just the internet wire, by the way, to go to the house. We have the Sonic one. This is an Elite controller, but I'm not a big Sonic the Hedgehog guy. I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog anti, but this controller rips. Also, whenever I'm using my other mic, for whenever we're doing Lethal Company or something, this is what I use for a mic stand, so I put it on Sonic. And then we have a Razer specific controller.
Very cool.
These are all in box, not even open before. Here's the red and blue. Get it? Series 2 ones. And then here is the Master Chief one they made for Halo Infinite, I think. Yeah, I think it's for Halo Infinite. Very, very nice. I don't think it came in a box, or maybe I lost the box. I don't know.
Might have come in like a PR box.
It might have come in like a PR package. But yeah, the bottom shelf, more controllers. The camera cuts off like here for my webcam, so that's why like the bottom shelf is kind of just junk. All right, we're halfway done. I hope you really wanted an in-depth look because I'm talking about everything. All right, not one shot. My voice got real dry, so I took a big swig of water. But we are so back. On to shelf number 3. Like I said, I hope you're enjoying going in-depth with this. This is a fan favorite. This is the Brelf. It is a bread plushie on the shelf, known as the Brelf. This was given to me by Alex, Tina's sister, my sister-in-law. I love this thing. It's just a big baguette. That's all it is. It rules. Excuse me. And people are always surprised when I pull it off the shelf and I bring it to the camera. They're like, it's bigger than I thought. It's like, yeah, it's a pretty sizable plush. I don't know where she got it, but it's great. And unironically, I love it. And it fits great up here. Put that back. All right, down here. Hey, this card is flipped. This is the Skyla card. I'll attach a picture of it in the description. I am 1,000% sure if I show this, the video is going to get age-gated, and we don't want that. As a matter of fact, so I don't accidentally do it, let me just put it over there. But that is the Skyla card. I still have it. These were fan-made Pokemon cards that are supposed to look like trainer cards. Here, I'll pull it up, get them a little bit closer for you. It's Tina and I, which is super, super cute. I love these things. This is when I was going through my children's cardboard phase. But we kept those. This was sent to me by, was this Glasses and Everybody? Yeah. It's a little, what do you call it? It's a shadow box?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Diorama.
a diorama shadow box of Weed God, my character in Stardew Valley, on the farm. It's super, super cute. I love this thing. Anything like I said before, little silly, custom, like little knickknacks and trinkets are my favorite. So we'll put that there. And then here we have, oh, this is important too. This is the rock Chivmi gave me. She found this rock at, I don't know where she found it. She gave it to us at WeebCon, and I've kept it. So there you go. There's the rock Chibi got me. And then this is pretty much just a shelf of me. I love myself. What can I say? We have these little 3D printed guys, my Minecraft skin, and the skin they used for like the animated, not the animated adventure. I forgot what they were called, but there was a series on the Achievement Hunter channel where this was my how I looked. And then we have our buddy Spencer, who's a bassoonist. He makes reeds. He made me a custom one. You can see a little crown on it. And then he put brown reed, like it would be an emote back in the day. Thank you, Spencer, for that. And then here we have the actual plushie that we sell at frameratemerch.com of me. And then here we have the prototype one without the crown on there. And he's wearing this Seattle Mariners little helmet. One, because we're moving to Seattle, and two, Tina's big thing for a while, and might still be, is having ice cream in a little helmet at a baseball stadium. So this was the helmet. She ordered ice cream. By the way, the ice cream was like up to here. It was a shit ton of ice cream.
It was way higher than
It was
that.
like a shit ton of ice
so
cream.
much.
But she kept the helmet. She rinsed it off, and now I have it, and I put it on my other.
Him perfectly.
It does fit him perfectly.
That's the one I take when I travel without Ray.
It's true. Back here, might be hard to see. Let's clear some stuff out here. Whoops. Put that on the floor for now. This is the original prototype that we had somebody make of what would eventually be the brown crown pillow. This is like version 1, I guess. It's super cute. I love it. It's a little bit lighter, you'll see, than the actual one, but I have kept this the whole time. So it's always been tucked away in this corner.
Naomi? 99% sure.
Naomi, I believe.
Her name? Yeah.
She was a member of the RT community. I don't know if...
yeah.
Well, not anymore, because that doesn't exist anymore. But I don't know if she was, like, years later. But she was really good at making cool crafts and stuff like that. Here we have a little goblet that says Ray Narvaez Jr. That's pretty sick. And here's a 3D printed brown crown that says Ray Narvaez Jr. Might be a little hard to see. And then inside the crown as well, I think Naomi also made this. This was the little Ray plushie. Now you may be asking yourself, Ray, where's your other shoe? These are like supposed to be the Vans that I wear. Tina brought this around a lot for a while when she used to travel without me. We don't really travel apart too much anymore, but if she were to go to like visit her family or something, for example, and one day she lost one of the shoes, and we think it's in one of the airports wherever she traveled.
I lost it at TwitchCon San Jose.
Oh, is that when you went to TwitchCon? I stood here to play Red
Yeah.
Dead 2. Yeah, that's when you were with Maddie.
Yep.
So, I lost the shoe, but I still have him. He's still in one piece. And he,
I actually lost him because I left him on the airport seat, and I contacted the airport and had them mail it back to me. And I had to pay like $60, and when he arrived, he was missing a shoe.
maybe they took it as like payment.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Maybe TSA made him take it off, and he forgot to put it back on.
That was a good joke.
Thanks.
Let me put a little hat back on him. And then over here, we have cool custom coasters that I think are... Oh yeah, well, maybe not anymore because they're kind of old, but they have our logos on there. Team Tina and the Brown Crown. These were fan-made as well. I used these for a while. We had like a bunch of them. And
we had a bunch that we used. Those are the two we saved.
Yeah, I keep them back here. This is the brown crown plush you know and love from frameratemerch.com, so I'm not going to remove that one. This is the number 51 little mini foam finger Tina made. It fits perfectly on the doll's hands if you want to get both at once, but it's the 51 difference. I love that. Then we have this we also sell in the store, a little mini keychain body pillow. You can see this is the newer edition because it doesn't say Brown Man on the butt. And then this is really cool. I'm a big fan of the Blasphemous games, Blasphemous 1 and 2, and they have like art in the game that looks similar to this, and they made a custom one of just me We have some more cool Blasphemous stuff to show. This is part of a press package, but this is really, really sick. If you haven't checked out Blasphemous, it's a very, very fun action Metroidvania, kind of Dark Souls-inspired-esque kind of game. Really, really cool. We put up a highlight as well. I'll have Tina link it in the description if you want to see what that looks like, what the game looks like. Also, new DLC coming soon. And this as well, I've had this forever. One of the first fan gifts we got when I was at Achievement Hunter. This dude has seen better days. He's holding on for dear life.
I've done surgery on him.
You've done surgery,
times.
but we might need to get a proper, like, what are they called? People who work with thread and stuff. Do you have a name?
Seamstress?
Seamstress to fix this. Does this still work? Hold on, it should still work. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's finally dead, I think. Oh, no.
Little buddy.
No, I've had him for, 12 years? Maybe 11 years? It's been over 10 years.
I had him when I moved here, so at least 11 years.
At least 11 years. Anyway, you would squeeze this. I think it's finally dead. And he would say, let's play.
I bet we can take it out and replace the battery.
Probably. Like I said, this dude needs to get surgery done. But I still have him.
Kept falling
His
out.
arm is barely hanging on, dude. It's literally a thread. I love this guy, though. He's great. He's been with me a long, long time. Let's tuck your arm back in, buddy.
Oh, no. Other rays falling.
No.
Yeah.
Me, stop. And then we'll put this back over here. But yeah, this shelf is just stuff that is more like for me. I try not to keep too much stuff for me because I don't want to seem like an asshole, but there's some cool stuff of me that I've accumulated over the years. But that's that shelf. Moving on down, we got some more cool Xbox stuff. This is a Top Gun Maverick Xbox Series S they sent me with a matching controller. By the way, excuse all the dust. I meant to dust, but I'm a piece of shit and just didn't. So once again, I don't know how much that's worth. Never used that before, but it looks cool. This is a Project Scarlet Power Your Dreams controller that I believe they only gave to employees that I have accumulated. Oh, yeah. Not for sale. I edit that out. But it's very, very cool. This is just a display one. And then this Xbox over here was a Fallout 76 Xbox they made. It says Brown Man on there to let you know how old it is, and a matching controller. The reason the Philadelphia 76ers NBA logo is on there is because I think the game takes place in Philadelphia. But it's just what a weird collab. And I'm like, okay. So I've kept that. Once again, another Xbox. I actually don't know how many I have. I've just accumulated over the years. But yeah, that's a really strange but cool brand deal. This is something Tina got me. I forgot what these are called. Diorama. But I'm sorry, I forgot the website you got this from.
Oh.
But it's essentially a deconstructed Xbox One controller. Let's see if I can move this here out of the way a little bit. Might be a little dark in there. Whoops. But you can see it's got the shell, the innards, and then each part is labeled and stuff. It looks really, really cool. They have it for other controllers as well. Originally, I was going to hang it up. We couldn't find a good spot to hang it up in here. And then I just realized it could fit back there, and that's where it sits. I think it looks really, really cool. And yeah, I think they have it for newer stuff and older stuff as well, if you want to find some one you like. Over here, this is just a Razer. Oh, hey, Mort, another Game Pass code. All right, I guess it's just a launcher edition. Never mind. This is when they were making their big push for the for mobile, and this is just like a phone thing, controller thing. I forgot what this is actually called, but it is. It's cool. It's there you go. The Razer Kishi. This is the Xbox launch edition. So you could buy this now. I'm sure there's different versions of it because it's kind of old, but yeah, you put your phone in there and there's your controller. And I forgot how this goes. That's a future problem. All right, sick. Cool. And then this I got from Chilled Chaos. He just gave it to me. This is a custom Xbox Series S that they gave to Machinima Respawn partners, I think. And yeah, it's not like a skin or anything. I think it's painted on, but I could be wrong. But it looks amazing. The red and black is a good look. Shout out to Machinima Respawn from back in the day. And yeah, I asked if he wanted anything for it, and it was just sitting in a closet, and he just gave it to me. And there's a fucking creeper, god damn it. But yeah, shout out to Chilled for that. I love that thing. And then here's another controller. What controller is this? This should be fun. Oh, it's just another Elite controller.
Your original Elite.
This might be the Elite 2, possibly? I don't know. Another controller. Just hanging out there. This is this looks like a Series X, but it's actually a sleeve. These are Jenga blocks. Let me see if I can quickly show you. This might be a disaster. Oh, this is a custom Halo thing they did for Halo Infinite, where you could have your own little badge. And then this is a Game Pass charging thing which is pretty cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on.
Take your time.
Just gonna put it on the floor. There you go. Oh. Oh, it was a Christmas gift, right?
Yeah.
And then you can see they're just like big Jenga blocks.
Can you try and like rotate it?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Just another silly cool thing that Xbox has sent me, so much love to them. And now we have to try and get it back in. Never mind, I'm the best. Let me put that back. And yeah, that's that shelf, just more random assortment of
Is there anything behind that?
Xbox stuff. Behind this is just the cables for that. Oh, actually, no. The Top Gun thing also came with glasses.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Aviators, so I just kind of kept those because, why not? You gonna close? Good enough. There. Sweet. All right, next shelf is another good shelf here. Hold on. We have down here, we have my high school diploma. People always ask, what's that behind you? And it is my high school diploma, letting you know that you don't need college to get far in life. And it's the only diploma I have. Tina made me this little birdhouse. Did you make it or you just paint it?
I just painted it.
You just painted it. It's super cute. You're supposed to hang it somewhere, but I don't have a good spot to hang it, so I just leave it here. This is a little picture Tina got. Tina likes getting gifts. It's me and her as Pikachus, just at the beach. Together forever. I love my wife. And this is our Lord and Savior, Taylor Swift. She is always watching my back.
That's where the luck comes from.
This is where the luck comes from. I don't actually have a script. It's actually Taylor Swift. Tina has one and I have one. I think you bought one and a fan sent one.
Yeah.
So I just took the other one. Over here's a cool little find. Where'd you find this?
I found it at like an antique store.
An antique store. It's just a Disneyland cup that says Ray, which is pretty cool. Just like all the other cups, I haven't drank out of it. I just have it for decoration. And then we have like the Coke. Coke did a thing a while ago where you just have custom bottles. So I have Brown Man, OG, and then we have Narvaez Jr. So these are here. And then this is funny. One of my best friends asked me to be his groomsman at his wedding, which I did go to, with a Malta bottle. Which is very, very him. He just bought a Malta bottle at the fucking...
Well, everyone else got beer.
Oh, that's true. Everyone else got beer and I got
Everyone else
Malta.
beer,
That's
and
what
then
it
he
is.
got that for you.
He went to a local bodega and got me a Malta. I don't really fuck with weddings. I don't go to weddings, but I did go to that one. It was a good wedding. And this is kind of like a shorter shelf. Not as much in there, but I do like that shelf. Move on down. We got my video games here. I don't have many physical video games, but this is where they all are. We have some hard drives that I need to get from old PCs that I probably just need to fucking drill. Or what's the best way to get rid of hard drives? Let me know. What's the best way to dispose of these? Because I'm pretty sure I formatted them, but just to be safe, I should probably like break them in half or something. This is a extremely rare Xbox. I like extremely rare. It's tucked up there because I have a good spot for it. Original Xbox controller that I believe was only made for people who worked on Xbox Live. That's why it's orange. I've had it for a while. There's a matching memory card here. I got this from Pink Gorilla, and it's super cool. I wish I had a better way to display it, but it is pretty unique. And I don't know how expensive it is, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And I just keep it up here for now because I need a better spot for it. And then you can see all the games I have here. Nothing really too crazy. I'm looking, see if anything. Oh, Rio is the first game that Jeff sent me when I was working contract for Achievement Hunter. The first physical game he sent me. He sent me like an Xbox Live Arcade game, I forgot. But this game was not great, as you can imagine. But I was able to make a guide for it. And this game will always hold a special place in my heart. And then Shadows of the Dam. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Just random assorted games. Oh, History Channel. This is another one Jeff sent me to make guides in. I think I made one guide from back in the day. No, I think that's pretty much it. And then we have some games for Windows games, some physical Xbox Live games. This is a Japanese shmup game that I haven't played before. And then we have some Switch games. Same thing, nothing too crazy. We have, this is my DS with the capture card. If I ever want to do physical DS games and play it on actual hardware, I can do it this way. The reason this is here is so if I have the sound up, it doesn't come out of both the DS and the computer. So if I found a cheap pair of headphones, I just cut them and I put this in here, and it blocks the audio from coming out of the DS. So
It's got a little tail.
it does have a little tail. This is the disk drive if I ever need it for my computer, because no PCs have disk drives anymore.
Oh, I have one of
USB
those
one.
in my office too.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have this just in case. And then over here, these are the other books I have that are very special to me, because these are written by my uncle, Richie Narvaez. He is an author. He's been for, I think, most of my life. And he has published a lot of stuff. I remember him. Here's a poetry book he has, Asinine 11. He's from New York. He's a funny guy like me. Here's another poetry thing. These were when I was a kid. I've held on to these forever. Do they have a date on this? 1997. I've had these. So I was 8 years old. These are like DC books. And there you go. By Richie Narvaez. And then here's the other one. These books have seen better days, but they're still in one piece somehow. And then we have another one over here. Don't fall. And then I think he has, with this one, because this is a bunch of short stories. I think he has a short story in this one. I just don't remember where. Oh, there you go. Withhold the down. He might have more in here, but that's just an example that he's in this book. So this is all stuff from my uncle. Very, very cool. My dad's brother, to be specific. And he's great. He checks up on me all the time. And he always tells me I should read more. And he's 1,000% correct. But I just, I don't read. I'll read some of those later. But shout out to Uncle Richie. Let's go. Moving on down here, this is more just random assortment of stuff. This is the turbo controller I use. It is called a Mayflash arcade fight stick F300. There's probably a better edition of this. I've had this for a very long time, and it's super scuffed, but it works great. This is another one of the blasphemous things they made, or they sent over. This is
Tilted towards me.
Oh, sorry.
Light. Yeah,
like that. Yeah. It's like a diorama of just kind of like the action in the game is for Blasphemous 2. You waving to the audience?
Yeah, they can kind of.
That's cute. This thing's really, really sick. I like it a lot. Once again, Blasphemous 2, phenomenal game. I put it down here for now because I don't have a good spot for it, but I do like that. And then this is just random shit for the office. We have heavy-duty cleaning wipes. We have a box cutter. Yeah. Then we have just a microfiber cloth with we have a screen spray over here, I think it is. Yeah, just screen spray. We have lube for the treadmill. We have canned air. This is to help clean my keyboard. Bunch of tools and stuff. Goodbye. My keyboard's fucking disgusting. I apologize, but it's not as disgusting as my mic was that one time. Throwback Thursday. That was horrendous. And then we also have a tape measure over here. We just have some tape, a flashlight, and then this is an old X-ray mug that somebody made. I think you actually used this one for a while. We just had a lot of mugs
for a really
long time. I remember you drinking like coffee out of it or hot cocoa. And then we don't want to get rid of it, but now I just keep screwdrivers in here, scissors, and then a bunch of markers and some pens. You may be asking why I have so many markers. Whenever we go to an event that we might sign something at, I just grab like a handful of these and then we're good for the event. Try to be prepared because I know sometimes people are not prepared or they're too nervous to be like, can you sign something? But if I have the marker in my hand, I'll be like, you want me to sign something? And it makes it a little bit easier. All right, finally on to the final shelf. Holy shit. I'm still yapping. I'm so sorry. All right, we're back. Once again, throat was feeling dry. This is a longer video than I thought. This is this corner, the final shelf. And also, we have some art over here as well. This is from the, oh my God.
Old screen printing company.
The old screen printing company we use for FrameRateMerch.com. As you can tell, this is the Till Death Do Us Part, the back of the shirt. But they made a custom one from when we got married. Ray and Tina, that's us. And when we got married, and they gave us this as a gift. So shout out to Industry. It was hanging out in the hallway, and then I'm like, you know what? I have an empty wall here. Might as well put that there, and it fits great. And then this is very new. I even kept. Who made it this time? This was a painting from the Jester Fairy of me sitting on a bench with a toucanon from Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon of all time. And yeah, I wanted to hang it up, and when we were going around hanging up everything, it made the most sense to go right there, and I like it a lot. And it just sits under this big screen printing thing. So thank you, Jester Fairy. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, and then down here, since we're here, this is where all my Liquid Death is. I have 4 going right now. I usually have 3, maybe 5. It depends how crazy I am, but this is all I drink on stream. 99% of the time I drink Liquid Death. Please sponsor me. I love you. That's the whole spiel about Liquid Death. That's actually what we're drinking between takes. All right, so onto this shelf. The top shelf is all my Pokemon cards that I've kept. I have stopped opening children's cardboard. Fun fact, in 2021, 2022, somewhere around there, I don't remember, a couple years ago, the whole year I went kind of crazy sicko mode. I spent over $30,000 on Pokemon cards. Thankfully, we could, tax refund, right? No? Write-off, thank you, tax write-off. All of it, because it was all for content. But it was a lot of money. And when Tina was doing the numbers, she showed it to me, and she's like, hey, you spent this much. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm done. And I stopped pretty much cold turkey. Since then, I think I've done it like 3 times. But I think that year, whatever year it was, I did like 20 streams of it or something. It was pretty ridiculous. So these are the extra ones I have. I saw some stuff I need to open maybe one day on stream. But most of these are probably going to go to Jeremy, because I know he's super into that stuff. And I'm pretty much done with it. He can have most of the expensive cards. I'll probably keep a handful. But yeah, I kind of stopped cold turkey. And this is all the extra stuff I need to sort through and whatnot. But that was a wild time. This shelf over here is plushies of the dogs. We have Charlie. We have Riley. These are the ones we sell in the store. This is the original Charlie we sold with, was this with fan fiber? Damn, with fan fiber. That's super old. This is before we had Riley, so there's no Riley version of this. And then these are just like 2 little random plushes of a black and a red Shiba. And then this is another gift from Xbox. This is a custom talking Series S. I'm gonna let the whole thing play out, so if you want to skip ahead, totally fine, but where is it?
Hey Ray, it's me, Game With Me Series S. Really excited about joining your plushie collection. But since I'm the new kid on the block, I thought I should just introduce myself. So, if you could just take me over to that shelf. Okay, thanks. Hi everyone, I'm a talking Series S. Oh, but just because I have a full loop of dialogue doesn't mean I think I'm better than any of you, okay? I just want to fit in with you guys. I'm clean, I carry my own weight, which is like 1 pound. And honestly, I already feel like I'm home. Especially if I get to live next to you 2 little Shibas. Oh, hi, you are so cute. Oh, anyway. If any of you need anything, just give me a shout, okay? All right, Ray. Seems like things are gonna work out between us. Squeeze me if you need anything.
So that's the whole thing. It's pretty crazy. That showed up, and it said, the box is up there, you'll see it later. It's like, squeeze me, I talk. I'm like, what? And then it did the whole like dialogue. I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I gotta put it with the Shibas, and that's where it is. Hopefully you heard that. Maybe if Tina needs to boost the audio, she can. But yeah, that's that shelf. It's all Charlie and Riley, and then an Xbox Series S that wants to be next to Charlie and Riley. The next shelf down is a Pokemon shelf. We have a bunch of random things in here. We have one of the first Snorlax plushies that ever got sent to me. I've had that forever. We have another Snorlax plushie here, one of my favorites. Rowlet is another one of my favorite Pokemon. We have some big Rowlets here. We'll get to the toucanon down below. But someone made me one of these, a little toucanon cross-stitch. And then, of course, we have a crocheted Weedle. If only there was like 5 or 6 more of them to match one of my most iconic moments. Then we have a Slugma. Slugma what, dude? I make the same joke every time. We have a Dole, the Tropius up here, hanging out. Then we have 2 little Chatots that are super cute. Do you see a theme? I really like birds. And then we have a Pikapeck in this corner that someone got me recently that I kind of jammed in there. In the future, there'll probably be more Pokemon shelves, because if there's anything I like more than VTubers, it's probably Pokemon. But that's all I have right now. Moving down to the next shelf, we have my Pittsburgh Steelers shelf. I had more stuff, and I don't know where it went. I might have when I was clearing stuff out. Before stuff was properly on a shelf, I might have Goodwilled some of them. But we have a helmet, we have a mini helmet, and then we have a Funko Pop of TJ Watt and TJ Palomalu. Or TJ fucking Troy Polamalu. I used to have a terrible towel, and I think I used to have something else. I don't remember what it was, but I want to get more Steelers stuff. Kind of like the Resident Evil shelf over there I'm still building.
I think they're in the attic.
Oh, they might be in the attic? Okay, well, there you go. It's my favorite football team. It's the only team I've ever followed. When I was younger, my dad was following the Steelers. I think he's been a Steeler fan since the 70s, if you can believe it, when they were winning all the time. And then that's been the only team I rooted for. As of right now, they're 3-1. We'll see how that goes. But in my lifetime, I've seen them win 2 Super Bowls, so I really can't be too upset about it. But go Steelers. Hell yeah. All right, down here, toucan is my favorite animal. Toucan is my favorite Pokemon. And this is just kind of like a toucan shelf. We have this cool little, I believe Gail got me this when she went to Japan. It's like a toucan pencil case. It's really, really, really silly. Then we got a big toucan there. Other crocheted one, more crocheted ones over here. This is a Tulsa Zoo toucan back here. Then we have a little guy over here. More little toucans here and there. And then Tina got me this lamp. I don't think it works anymore. No. Oh. But it's just a lamp that says toucan do it. Oh, I need to unscrew it. Never mind. I don't want to break it. But
I'm sure the batteries in that thing are corroded.
Super corroded.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I opened it, I would die. So I'm actually going to keep it sealed. But we keep that there. Toucan do it. Thank you, my wife. This is my toucan shelf. Down here is more miscellaneous stuff. We have K-pop cards that were on my shelf for a while that I didn't get rid of. I just kept them here. Figure I'd give them back to Glasses or Jamie if they want it. We have an extra Turtwig card that I pulled from my buddy Twig that I need to give him at some point. This is the vacuum I use. I used to have 3 of these because I'm an idiot, but I only have 1 now. Let's go. We have this art of Clementine from almost 12 years ago. From 2013. Clementine will remember from Walking Dead Season 1. Phenomenal game. Made me cry. Let me open this. I don't know if there's anything in here. My old passport's in there, so I'm not going to show that. But this is a nice wood box someone gave us at Indie PopCon, I think.
Called a Butler box.
Is it called a Butler box? Oh. It's super nice. And yeah, I think this is from Indie PopCon. And this is where I met Jamie for the first time. Fun fact. It's really well made, and I'm probably going to keep this forever because it's one of the nicest things I own, honestly. And then random assorted stuff here. We have another hard drive for a Series X. We have this Fifi. Excuse me. This is U2's. She sent me this. I don't know if she wants me to keep it in the box or take it out of the box. Fifi, if you're watching this, I know you are. Let me know. Right now, I keep it in the box, but I could also eventually put it up there with all my other VTuber friends. But shout out Fifi. And then this is a little bottle opener that was a little gift for everyone that went to my grandma's 80th birthday last year. Yes, last year. So I have that. And then this is just the controller box for the Ghillie kit I showed earlier. I don't know why I still have this, but I do. Once again, bottom shelf is kind of just a random assortment of stuff. And after all that yapping, I don't know how long it's been, we're finally done with the shelves. Holy fuck.
All the tops of them.
Oh, we still have to do the top, so the top is pretty quick. I have this before, Jesus. There we go. All right, now you want to do the top? I don't think there's anything really up there I need to show. We could start over here.
Can you reach that little Game Pass has PC game things over there?
I have the step stool I can grab. So this is the big Forza Horizon fuel can that the license plate came in. It's super nice. There's other assortment of stuff in there, but the thing I really liked the most was that, so I displayed it separately. But this is super nice. This is like a big Steeler piggy bank. I forgot who gave me that, but I love that thing. Obviously, that won't fit on the Steelers shelf, so it goes up there. This is a PUBG Battlegrounds care package when PUBG was on added to Xbox all those years ago. I totally forgot what's in there. The big thing was a ghillie suit. I don't remember where the ghillie suit went, but it's not in there anymore probably. But it came with like what's it called? A ski mask, I guess.
No, wasn't it like the hat, like a fishing hat with the mask?
Oh, maybe. We haven't opened it in a while.
In there.
In here.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant the ghillie suit.
No.
There's
In
the
here
ski
was
mask.
like the ski mask. I think was there a frying pan, like a mini frying pan, because the whole thing. That was a silly little care package. I don't really play PUBG, but it was fun. There was a video of me. I put the ghillie suit on in the backyard. This was before I had Riley, and I just laid there and see what Charlie did. And she came around and started sniffing me, and then I surprised her. And she's like, ah! It was great. Super cute. And then up here is one of my rarest controllers, I think. This is another Mandalorian Xbox controller. It's supposed to be like Grogu. Him and his little like cart, I guess. Once again, I've never seen the Mandalorian. And yeah, he's wearing his little jacket, and it's meant to be like his skin color. And I talked about this on chat recently. stream recently to chat. Yeah, I don't know how much this is, but this might be super rare. And he's just chilling on top of my shelves.
He's cool.
He's just hanging out. I like him, yeah.
I love his little sweater.
All right. Up here was just the original headphones I used that have the brown crown on them. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, they can.
And then this is probably the big thing from the Blasphemous. Whoops. Oh, also, actually, I'm glad that fell. It says Ray Lamau on there.
Very cool.
I'll fix that later. And then here, let me take this off because I'm afraid it's going to, like, all the dust coming off. Oh my god, it's so dusty. There we go. This is a big statue that came with the Blasphemous care package of the main character. It's, like, really nice. And kind of creepy in a way. Like, this is on there. I think it came with, like, I think it was, like, a glass covering, obviously, but it's a weird shape because he has a big-ass fucking helmet. But I love this thing a lot. They sent a super nice care package, and for that, I'll always be a fan. And this just kind of hangs up here, chilling out. Up there is a Dave the Diver press box, and this is a Yakuza Infinite Wealth press box with just random, like, knickknacks and codes and stuff in there. I think this had, like, a Hawaiian shirt in there. And, yeah, I keep them because they're cool, and I really like both of those games, so. Over here, we have more Xboxes. This is a Series S that's in Tina's office. That is Xbox. It says Hall of Fame, Power Your Dreams. That's where, like, some of the stuff came in. I kept that box because it's cool. That's the box the Twitch award came in. We showed off earlier. That's the box with the Talking Series S. This is a employees-only launch Xbox One that I bought from Pink Gorilla for $800 because I'm a fucking psychopath. I haven't opened it because it's still sealed. So maybe I got scammed, but I highly doubt my good friend Cody and or Kelsey would scam me. But this is really cool, and I like collecting shit like that. It would be great if you actually scanned me on this. It's just like a box of bricks or something. But yeah, this is a launch employee-only Xbox One, I'm pretty sure. I bought it so long ago, I totally forgot. And then the Series X, the Halo Series X, and then that's the adaptive controller, which I bought. I think we bought that in, like, London or something because I couldn't find it over here for some reason, and I just brought it over here. It's just cool to have. And then let me get that Game Pass has games things up there because this is another cool thing they sent over. It's like it's for PC Game Pass, but it's all like, come on.
Doesn't it slide out first?
No, it's just stuck on there. It's all keycaps for, like, the games. Oh, code if you want it. So we got Age of Empires, Back for Blood, Halo Infinite, Forza, Hades, Skyrim, Flight Simulator, and Minecraft.
And they're so nice.
They are very, very nice. They're so nice. I just left them in here. I'm not gonna put this on my keyboard. I switch keyboards too much, but it's very, very cool. Another cool thing from Xbox. But now we are finally done with the shelves. What are we, like an hour in? Jesus, this guy's just shut up. All right, I'll leave that there for now. Over here is a little nook where Tina sits. We have, like, a little table on the side there if she needs it, or a little table that she can use when she's sitting on the floor over there. Pillow and blanket when she takes a nap. And sometimes I just sit here because this chair is really comfortable. Honestly, sometimes I move my office chair and just drag this chair over. Not when I'm streaming, but when I'm just playing games, and it's super, super comfortable. Over here, we have this little thing my mom got me. My favorite place in all the world is next to you, Ray and Tina. That's us, because we're married. And this is a picture from our wedding day. So I put it here. It's super cute. Tina likes to sit here and just look at it and remind herself that we're married. That's cool. And then over here, we have a random assortment of stuff. We have this photo of myself and Monty, may he rest in peace, from, over 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I don't remember if it's 2012 or 2013. I believe I think someone sent me a sombrero, and he just had the sun cap, and we just took this silly picture in the warehouse where he worked. Can you see in here? You can kind of see all the monitors he had. He always had something going. He was working. He always had like an anime up, or like a let's play of something up. Just kind of like how you have an extra monitor for something in the background, but he had like 3 of them. And he's the reason I know of Metal Gear Rising. I think it was the first time I saw or heard of that game was because of Monty. Great dude. Sadly, died way too young. Rest in peace, buddy. Rest in peace. Much love to Monty. Over here, more Rooster Teeth related stuff. We have the handbooks. This is from when I first got hired. It might be a little dark, but I got hired April 18th, 2012. And this is for, I guess, that year. And then this was the new one. Yeah, this was, I guess they're different. Oh, well, this is benefits and this is the handbook. I'm so sorry. Yes. I kept these. I don't know why, but I have them. Tina has told me legally I cannot sell these or give these away. So I just keep them for the memories, I guess. And then this Game Informer magazine over here. Also, this is use this as a bookmark. This was I think this is my first check. You want to look at that and see if I can legally show that? Okay. This was the flight I took from New York to Austin when I moved to work at Achievement Hunter. I still have this. It's like super faded, but this is the flight I took.
Yeah, there's nothing on here.
And then this was I think this is the first paycheck I got from Rooster Teeth. July 11th, 2011. This is when I was doing contract work. 450 Smackerinos. Oh, look at the top right. So close to 6969. Damn it. That's actually why I quit. And then in this, the reason I used this as a bookmark was in this Game Informer, they do a thing on our favorite Let's Players, and it mentions Achievement Hunter. And there I am right there in my X-Ray outfit. There's also Rad Brad, who's still around. C. Nanners, who's also still around, who I think took a little break, but he's back. Yogscast. There's Jack, PewDiePie, and Captain Sparkles. All these people are still around. That's kind of crazy when you think about it, with how long we've been doing this shit. But that's this little nook. Not really much there. Sometimes I do put my walking pad here. When I use it a lot, I've kind of fallen off a little bit, so I should stop being a piece of shit and use it again. But on to over here. For people who, when I sit at my desk, I look to my left, so people don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this. This is my like $15 thing I got from Target calendar, maybe even cheaper. It might be hung crooked. Once again, if anything's hung crooked, it's my fault. But this is what I look at. I'm always very excited to update this calendar, like oddly excited. So we're recording it this day, so I wanted to make sure I didn't spoil anything. But I'll always write out our anniversary, and then Sub Sunday, game releases. Over here are the highlights. I try to keep everything scheduled so I know what the hell is going on, because I am quite forgetful. Anything fun happened this month besides my birthday? Bulk pickup, laser hair removal. That was fun. Guys, listen, laser hair removal is pretty dope. I get it on like my back. I don't really have a hairy back, but it's kind of like a little dark, and I get it on my shoulders. It's like here up I get, and it's kind of weird at first. It's like a weird sensation, but it's very effective, and I highly recommend it. Tina does it. She's a fan. She got me to do it, so that's my shout out to laser hair removal. But yeah, so if you ever see me looking to the left, I'm looking at this. I'm consulting when games are coming out, and highlights. If we're traveling or people are visiting, I'll write it here. But I love this calendar. I think everyone should have something like this, whether it's a physical one or like a Google Calendar or something. It just makes things way easier. And then here are a bunch of random pins. We have the emote pins. We have a bunch of crown pins. Fun fact, originally I was going to do a camo crown, and I just completely said no on that idea, but we had a pin for it. We have some more from Framerate. That's my streamer, the purple streamer, a Series S we have the Tina ones, the old Adobo one, I don't think we sell anymore. The Charlie Riley, Just Vibin', and then we have some other assorted ones like the Twitch logo, Peppa Pig. Oh, we had a gotcha one, right? We did these two. We still have these. Yeah. The Bleeding Heart, which is what the award is. Crown one is Shantae, the new Pog, and then the Verified. Oh, and the Duke Controller, and the Verified badge. And then over here is another thing I look at a lot. It's mostly pictures of my wife because I'm a fucking hetero and I love her so much. Shout out to my voice crack there. But we have a lot of stuff from Tina. This is a reference to the classic TikTok.
Vine.
Or I keep saying TikTok. I'm washed. The Vine. I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. Wasn't this like a coloring book of
Vines?
Of just classic Vines? Tina colored this and gave this to me. You did this a while ago, but I've had that for a bit. Here's some pictures of us from a photo booth at the Alamo. I don't know if the Alamo Draft House still has the photo booth, but and then we have some cool Shantae art I've had for a while. More photo booth stuff. This was at PAX West, I think, at the arcade. And then this is a thumbnail that Gail drew for the Castle Crashers playthrough we did. I really like this art a lot, and it was like one of the custom ones, one of the first custom ones we had with all of us in it. So I grabbed 4 copies of it, and we all have a signed one. So Matt has one all signed, Chibi has one all signed, Nax one has all signed. And I think it's really cool. I love these guys. We make content almost every week. It's some of my favorite content I've ever made. It's a great group. Love the Piss Boys, and it's just a super cute, I guess, reminder. And then more pictures of my smoking hot wife. Oh, that's you. And then we have, what is this called again?
A toucan?
I'm going to take this down.
It's a gem painting.
Gem painting. That's what it's called, bitch. I walked into that. That Tina made of a toucan. And it's for my wife, so I hung it up. And then we have the Madison Monster, her business card when she was streaming full-time from 2016. I still have it. I don't know if you heard that. It sounded like the fucking the command strip.
I thought it was going to fall.
I thought it was going to fall too. So this, I've had this for a while. It's kind of warped. And it's hung on the wall of the command strip, but barely.
Stop hitting it.
Barely. I'll stop touching it.
At this point.
And then we have a Lumen Field pin when we went there in our recent Seattle trip. This is where we saw the MLS team, right? Get completely demolished, but it was still fun to go to.
The Sounders?
The Sounders, yeah. And then we have a couple of pins. These are from Judgment. These are the 2 cat dice from like the Mario Party minigame, and these are the fighting styles. And that's Smile Burger, and that's Hank Hill. And then this is a little Scott Pilgrim keychain that Chibi got me at WeedCon as well, I think, yeah. Because she was at San Japan, so it was WeedCon, I'm pretty sure. You thinking about it?
I don't know if Chibi bought you that. I thought she got you something else, but...
She got me the Rock Hatsune Miku. I think that was also part of it. I don't know. Okay. It might have been a fan. All right, and then we have some other stuff over here before we go into the closet quickly. This is the badge from San Japan, from WeebCon, and then this is... Oh, this was signed right. We had Cotton, or Cottons. Nags and Chibi signed this. This is the... this is a nice badge for WeebCon. And then we have the RayTX badges over the years. We have 2022, we have 2023, and we have 2024.
I am proud of how our badges came out.
I think they came out great. You and Meg did a great job on those. And then in here, there's a little closet full of like a bunch of garbage in here. This is the walking mat I use, or the standing mat, excuse me. This is a kangaroo mat. This is what you use at the office, at the store.
Yeah.
And it's super comfortable. And then that's the walking mat I use, and the shoes I wear, and an extra pair of socks. Like I said, I should use it more, but I'm a piece of garbage and I'm lazy, to be honest. That's a picture my buddy Justin got me of a Goya bottle, Malta Goya bottle. And then in here, it's just a bunch of random assortment of junk. We have like an extra pop filter. We have this is the mic I use when we do like, I need 2 mics. My old headphones, the DT9090 Pros. Oh, a wireless sensor bar that I might try to use to play Wii games, emulated Wii games. I know you can use the Kano method, but I saw this on Amazon and had some good reviews and it was cheap, so I'm like, I'll give it a shot.
Do we fit on stream?
I could. I just want to play Super Mario Galaxy 2, honestly. Up here, you can kind of, if you want to come in a little bit, we have a bunch more consoles. We have, this is the Gears Xbox that I talked about, not the red one. We have old Xbox Ones, the old Modern Warfare 3 360 that Jeff got me for a Christmas gift all those years ago, a PlayStation 3. In this corner, we have a PAL Xbox 360 and a couple more slim Xbox 360. So that's another 5, 8, whatever. We have 2 PS4s here. I don't know how that happened. We have a PS3 and just more shit everywhere in here. I actually have to go through this. I'll probably wait till we move, but there's a lot of junk in here I could probably get rid of. And then here's some decimats that I've used over the years. We have like some Shiba ones a fan sent me. We have a nice little toucan one, and then we had this one that was also fan made that I used for a while. But yeah, that's the closet. And everything in here is really nothing too crazy. It's a lot of like command strips and stuff to hang shit up. Please.
Is it at the bottom? The
It
cord?
is. Stop it. All right. Last but not least, in this room, I guess we should get to the desk where all the magic happens. This is a uplift desk. I highly recommend it. It is motorized. You can set 4 different heights to it. I stand to stream 97% of the time. Sometimes my legs do hurt, and I'm like, I should sit down. I've been streaming for 7 hours. But yeah, I'll take out the walking mat, and I'll just put it right there, and I'll stand and... I'll just stand and yap for 5 to 6 hours a day. I love this desk. I was kind of against it because I thought like, oh, I won't use the standing thing. But no, it's great. I use it all the time when I'm streaming. Whenever I'm not streaming, I'm just sitting down. But when I stream and I stand, I feel just more expressive and more energetic and stuff like that. So I love it, and I highly recommend it. On the desk itself, you got these like ginormous lights. We've had issues with power in this room over the years, but we finally figured it out. I don't remember what these are called. These lights. Do you remember the company?
No, I got them on Amazon.
Oh, I have it right here. I pulled it up. These are Aperture Amaran P60Cs. Sure. I'm actually going to keep this up here because I forgot what everything is called. And then I have a 2 PC setup. That's the gaming PC. That's the streaming PC. I should probably open them up and clean them out. It's probably full of dust. I'll have Tina add the specs in the description if you're curious. But that right there is just kind of a foot stand. It's okay. These are like all my plugs. We got the internet. We got the different consoles and PCs and stuff down here. This is a fucking travesty. But Tina fixed it because she's the greatest of all time. That was, this happened recently. We had like another Ethernet box that just died. So we had to like overnight one and rewire and shit. And Tina's the GOAT and I love her so much. That's the actual Google Fiber. Up here is a hard drive where I put all of my VODs. Oh, I forgot to show over here quickly. In these shelves, or in these drawers rather. There's just a bunch of junk. Extra markers, extra cables, a bunch of bricks. This is my old DS, my old GBA with Fire Red in there. Don't know why I would need that.
Ready to go at any time.
Ready to go at any time. This is where my random hard drive and my GameCube controller is. This is really what I wanted to show here. These are just, I forgot the size. I don't know if it says somewhere. Doesn't matter. These are just all, not all, but like 98% of my content since I started in April 2015. I have everything locally backed up, and it's great. I used to have a bunch of the...
And you have this backed up because you have the original ones the little ones in the other room that we have.
That's like true, yeah, I was about to say. I have the little, like, red, blue, black hard drives that are that big, and I was just saving it on those, and I have like 20 of those, and eventually I'm like, I need to get bigger ones, and here we are. I like that this
Does it
is
not
like...
say on the very bottom there?
The size? I don't think so. I could look it up on the computer. Okay. But
it probably doesn't. We're just
blind. Yeah. I like how this is 5.5 years and this is not even 2 years. That's when I was like messing around with file types and they got real big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have everything backed up, and I would highly recommend it too because it's come in handy a couple of times. But yeah, that's the third one. I'll tell you how big they are right now. 1 second. They are 13 terabytes. Well, 12.7 terabytes. On the desk itself, we have my vitamins, of course. We have my Series X with the Starfield like wrap on it. Then we have the chopsticks that I play with. These are my stim toys that I'm always like clanking together and trying to learn how to use chopsticks. I think I know how to hold them, but I should probably actually try eating something with them, but I like playing with them. And then we have the slide whistle, fan favorite. Pretty great. Moving down the line, we have a charging thing for my Xbox controller, even though right now I'm using a wired one. That looks like an old 360 controller from Hyperkin. That is my day one Nintendo Switch. It has seen better days, but it works. It is my Pokemon and Mario Party machine. Very excited for Switch 2. Hope that gets announced soon. We have my GG button. We have my nut button. And then we have this cool little box. I won't be able to show you because it also requires Tina's phone. Tina can send me a little message like an I love you and I miss you. And this little heart will like spin to let you know she sent you a message. And then if I want to send something back, I just do that. And it'll send like hearts back to her. So sometimes if you see me like look
if you lift the top, you can like read the message.
Oh yeah, you can read the message, yeah. So it's like, oh, Tina says I love you and I miss you, and I'm like, oh, dude, same, and then I'll just spin it, and then she'll get it. It's a really, really cute thing. Kind of cute for long distance stuff too.
Yeah, that's what it's meant for. But
yeah, well, long distance. You're downstairs, I'm upstairs.
Yeah.
That's a long ass distance. This is a bird calendar that Alex got me. I love this thing, even though I have a calendar over there on the left. It's always fun seeing what the new bird is. So, reminder, we're recording this September 30th, and I love this thing. I have 2 keyboards. Obviously, I have one for my gaming PC, which is disgusting. I need to clean it again. That is I have it right here. Logitech G915 10 keyless. And then this is a I'm sorry.
the Alula
the Ola F99 wireless. AULA F99 wireless. This is super nice. You got this kind of as to test something. And we're
I want
like,
to make sure our keycaps we bought worked.
yeah, and we're like, oh shit, that sounds really nice, and it's pretty cheap. So I'm not really big into like custom keyboards or stuff, but this is super nice and maybe something I get into in the future. The mice I use, it's two of the same mice. They're called Fantech Aria XD7s. They're super nice. I tell them apart by like the shell, because you can pop these shells off, and they kind of glide. They're very light. I like them a lot. This is a wrist rest from an old Logitech keyboard. I should probably get a different wrist rest, but this works for what I need it for. The desk mat is from FrameRateMerch.com. Let me fucking put this down. Jesus Christ. This is the Knighton one. Oh, there's crumbs on it. Crumbs. I had a sandwich earlier. I had a hook and ladder from Firehouse Subs. It ripped. But I love this. I think this is my favorite design of the desk mats we have. So, FrameRateMerch.com if you want to get one. Over here we have the HDMI switcher, which I don't have marked down because I'm a fucking idiot. But this is from, do you remember where you bought it from? It's like a big company.
I think it's Anchor.
It might be, I think you might be right. It might be Anchor. Yeah, because I didn't write it down like a dweeb. But if we remember, I'll link it. Because I've had big issues with HDMI switchers, whether it's my capture card or all the stuff I have, but this has worked great. Other random stuff. This is the controller for the switcher. I have a little brush to play with and sometimes brush my hair. And then just a nail clipper to try and clip, my nails or dead skin. Over here. Oh, this is the mic I use, I guess. I'm not a big Elgato guy by any means, but this mic is incredible. This looks dirty, and it is, but trust me, it's been worse. This is the Wave 3. The Elgato Wave 3. It is a USB mic. It's super easy to set up. It comes with this software that looks overwhelming. I promise you it's not. And this is how I mix everything, just a digital mixer. And I love this mic. I used the Shure SM7B for a while. That's a mic that everybody uses. It's a great quality mic, but I was having issues with it, and I switched to that, and I've not had any issues. I love this mic. I highly recommend it. And then over here, we have the Dust Machine itself, the PlayStation 5. It was great for Astrobot, and I don't know when I'm going to turn it on again, but play Astrobot. And then this is a 360 that I don't really use too much, but if I want to, I have it. And that's the desk. These monitors, if you're curious, are Asus TUF Gaming VG27AQ.
You just knew that off the top of your head.
I did. Well, all this stuff is on my Twitch profile. That's why I pull it up, because I don't remember anything. There's probably much better monitors. I think these only go up to, these are 1440, 144 hertz, which is totally fine for me. When we move to Seattle, if I get new stuff, which I probably will just get a new PC and new monitors and shit, I'll probably upgrade, but for what I need them for, they work totally fine. They were affordable. I got 3 of them. They're on a mount, a triple mount that we just got from Amazon. And it's pretty simple. I don't have like a top of the end PC. I just have 2 pretty good PCs. But when we move, maybe I'll just invest in a super giga 1 PC setup. But we'll see. If you have any questions about anything on here, let me know in the comments. I can answer it. But that's pretty much it.
He uses the Logitech Brio camera.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, the camera I use is an old-ass Logitech Brio. It is somehow still good. I think it's because of the lighting. Yeah. I think lighting is very important to turn this webcam into the good quality it is. But when we do move, I think I will also get a proper camera. Because I think there's better webcams out there, but if we have the space, I'd like to get a proper camera. Is there anything else I should mention on here?
Do you want to talk about why you're wearing an Iowa Hawkeye shirt?
Oh yeah, fuck. I'm from Iowa. My cousin is on the Iowa gymnastics team. Her name is Karina. That's her last name, Unos. And she's a really good gymnast, so she competes over there. And I have 2 of these shirts. I have a yellow one, and then I have this one. And I just want to show some sport. That's a good... I totally forgot I was wearing this shirt. I'm sure people were hella confused.
I just know people are going to be like, why Iowa?
Yeah. Timestamp the Iowa thing, if people are curious. I'll Tina put in the description, why the fuck is he wearing an Iowa shirt? But that is the office. We've gone probably too in-depth in here, but that's pretty much everything.
Let us know your favorite thing.
Let us know your favorite thing, and then we got the bonus content. I gotta show you the controller wall. We ain't done yet. I'm so sorry, my wife. I'm just yapping away. We'll see you guys in a second. Welcome to the controller wall. Shelves? Controller wall, I guess, works. We're in the game room right now. This is where a lot of people like to gather during the Christmas party, play some pool, shoot the shit. We have a very, very cool neon light that Tina got me for Christmas one year of my logo. And then we have some art over there we've had for a while, Borderlands. We have Goofy Movie, a bunch of stuff. And then, yeah, there's just a lot of seating area over here, so that way when people spread out around the house, they have places to sit. This is Clark. Tina bought him so long ago, and he just watches this corner. He's our security. He's wearing a pom-pom beanie. And that's Clark the Nutcracker. That's all I have to say about
Charlie
Clark.
ate the pom-pom.
Charlie ate the pom-pom. And I forgot to show this poster in my room. Somebody sent me this. It's a cool Blink-182 poster from when they performed in Melbourne earlier this year. I haven't hung it up yet, but I really, really like this art. If you don't know, Blink-182 is my favorite band, and it was cool to see them perform a couple of times, because I don't know how much longer they're going to be around performing, because they are getting old. Anyway, here is the wall. The reason it's done like 1-3-3-1 is just to make it, I don't know, fun a little bit, because doing just like...
And symmetrical, and you kept getting more?
And I kept getting more and more. Originally we had 5 shelves, and we had to add more, and I'm already running out of space. This shelf is like falling a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's a lot here. How many exactly? I don't know, because we have the controllers on this shelf, and then all the controllers back over there as well. There's some downstairs. There's some with... I have a lot. But you can see we have a lot of the standard ones you could buy in the store. Like these are the Series X basic colors. But we also have like some that were exclusive to like, I feel like maybe like, not Razer, but specific other websites. Like we have another Mandalorian one, a bunch of Star Wars ones, some Gears ones. I think those are official.
These are like official game released ones.
Yeah, but like these weren't, I feel like they were on another website, but I could be wrong. But then we have cool, rare ones. Like we have the official Pizza Hut controller that was part of a giveaway that I bought from someone. And here's one for Xbox Canada did a giveaway. This is an original Xbox One controller with just the maple leaf on there, which is weird. And do you want to tell them about this one?
I thought you weren't going to show it so it doesn't get demonetized.
It's the Ahiago controller. I'm not sure if I should show that. You know what? I'm actually going to take it down because now I'm paranoid. It's the Ahiago controller. Tina bought that at RTX for like, how much? Do you remember?
Don't say I bought it. You made me go to the booth and buy it.
Well, who bought it though?
It was like $150.
Yeah, it was. I was signing at the RTX booth and I'm like, can you go buy me one of those controllers? It'll be funny. And Tina begrudgingly did it because she is the best and it cost way too much money. But maybe we'll censor it or something. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of it is just the controls over the years. I started with the original Xbox One all the way up to now. And then I'm trying to find some silly ones. Oh, this is the grease-proof PUBG controller that, because it's grease-proof, it has like a weird shell on it. I've tried using it to play a couple of times because I actually don't mind the gray and the yellow, but it feels so weird in my hands. And I actually don't know if it's grease-proof. That could be bullshit, but more PUBG stuff there.
We have the XO19 one.
Oh, the XO19 one. This one is great. This they had at the event. I like that it has like monuments in London, like the Eye, for example. But I really like the color scheme on this. The black, the gray, the white, and like the green swirls. This one's really, really cool. Another one that people could buy a long time ago but didn't, and now it's like a really rare one, is a Sea of Thieves controller. They did a great job with the coloring on this. And I think they even came with like a code or something. But I do love the Sea of Thieves controller. Also, I want to mention all of these. There's no batteries in any of them. There were batteries in some of them, and one day I took a couple hours. I went through all of them. And I like took the batteries out and scrubbed the back because I was afraid. This was the made at E3 2017. I guess there was a booth where you can make a controller, and I bought this from somebody. So I guess there's 1,000 of them, and this is number 49. So that's a cool one. I'm trying to show off other rare ones I have. Oh, I made this. This is also, I made this smile. Xbox One launch team from 2013. This is only for employees. What else we got here? Something very, very hard to get for a while. When you bought an Xbox One, let me show it here. When you bought an Xbox on day one, it came with a day one 2013 controller. But they had one specific for China. So this is a China day one controller. This was very, very hard to get. And someone was very nice enough to sell it to me. So shout out to that person.
You have the...
Which one?
The Rock one.
Oh, the Zoa one. This is when... that was when the Rock had a care package, that little fridge on it. Or the little fridge, and this was included in it. It's just the Zoa-themed Xbox controller. Another just rare one that I'm sure is not worth anything, but it's pretty cool to have. Nice voice crack, idiot. We have an Age of Empires one as well, kind of the same thing, Back for Blood. There's a couple of these that they just send that aren't official by any means, but just for like promo. Back for Blood, Age of Empires, you know. There's
Starfield one.
The Starfield one, which is very, very nice. These are I think these are the Hyperkin ones as well. Yeah, Hyperkin. These are made to look like the original Xbox Duke controllers, which are fucking massive. They work with the Xbox One. You just hardwire them in, and if you push this button, it plays like the original Xbox boot up. But there's a bunch of those.
Fallout one.
There's a Fallout one we got recently. Oh, this controller I think was only for people who went to an event called X19, which I think is only for developers. It's super pretty. I like the pattern on it.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, and I think this one is pretty rare, but I don't really plan on selling these, so I actually don't know which ones are rare. But you can see all the like other store brand ones, or not store brand ones, but the ones you could buy in store, like the basic colors. And then there was the Space Jam one. This one's the Goon Squad one. They didn't think that one through. And then, this one was really popular too, the Forza one, the very like colorful one for Forza Horizon 5. I like that one a lot. They got like solid pink. Oh, this one. Is this the one that came with the makeup? Do you remember? There was like a makeup controller?
This one came with, they made you a holiday sweater, and it had Shibas on it.
Is that where this one came from?
Yeah, that was a Christmas present.
Oh.
It came with a matching Xbox sweater.
Oh, I thought that was like a rare one. Or maybe you could buy this one. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not sure if it's that one, but you might be right. There is a lot here, and I forget. This is one for the Wonder Woman movie. Wonder Woman 1984, which I heard was not a great movie, but I got a controller for it. You get the Minecraft controllers up there. You have this Steeler one you got me over here. I think you're able to buy this for all the football teams.
Yeah, they did like an NFL collab.
And I'm just trying to think if there's any.
And then they have that one.
Oh Jesus, this one is for the Mutant Mayhem TMNT movie, which we saw, which is very good. So I'm not gonna do it now because it's horrible. But you could pop this off. You could pop this on, and you'll notice you could put there. It came with a spray that's supposed to smell like pizza. You drop like one or two, and you could just spray it while you play. It smells horrible, and it lingered for like a week. I actually threw out the spray. And also, if you play it like this, obviously the control's a little bit more heavier, but it looks so silly, and it's a cool little thing to have. Stand it up like that. And then the white controller I have that looks like a 360 controller. Here are the other ones. You have black, red, and pink. They're just hardwired in, and they feel like original 360 controllers. They're awesome. And then this one, this is another really, really old Achievement Hunter gift a fan sent. It was a custom 360 controller that's black and white and a little rose for the guide button for my Minecraft skin, Tuxedo Steve. I've also had this for ever as well. I don't think there's anything else too crazy.
I think that's it.
There's just a lot of them. And I pull controllers from here all the time. And we're running out of space as per usual. So that's going to be a future problem. But yeah, that's pretty much the controller wall. Oh my god, what bonus content? Hey, it's now October 13th. I forgot when we filmed the original. It's been a while. There's been a slight update to the wall, so I figure I give you the most up-to-date version of it, and this is going live tomorrow, so this is literally the most up-to-date version. Also, one more thing I wanted to mention that I forgot about. People usually ask me about my headphones. These are the Arctic 7 Plus by SteelSeries. You might have seen my friend Nags wear these. He has them in white. I have them in black. They have like a retractable mic. I never use it. These are phenomenal. As you know, I stand and walk around and hoot and holler on stream, and it's kind of annoying when there's a long cable behind me. But these are great. I highly recommend them. This isn't a sponsor by any means. Maybe one day, but not currently. But shout out to SteelSeries. These headphones are very nice. And shout out to Nags for telling me about it. So I know some people might have some questions about the headphones. That's what I use. All right. Update on the shelf. If you want to shimmy sham over here. I got rid of the old rubber ducks I had from like a Christmas or 2 Christmases ago. And I got a lot more of these Tubbs Resident Evil ducks. You can see I literally have the whole set. I feel so bad. Big husband L. Tina was going to get me like 3 of these for Christmas. And I'm like, what if I just bought all of them? So I fucked that up. So I'm so sorry, my lovely wife. She's giving me a look right now of disappointment. I'm so sorry. But we have quick rapid fire here. We have Jill Valentine. Back here we have Nemesis. We have Chris Redfield. We have Mr. X. His hat comes off. That's fun. We have Tofu from Resident Evil 2. Leon Kennedy. We have William Birkin with the little pipe. Ada Wong, Claire Redfield. We have Hunk. We have the Merchant from Resident Evil 4. And everyone's favorite Resident Evil character, Santa Claus. So I'm kind of addicted to these. These are just a complete waste of money, but I love how they look. I need to get some kind of like shelving to like display the ones in the back more. But that's this shelf now. And down here where all these other... This is just all empty boxes. I threw those all out because I moved some stuff around. You'll see in a second. And these are all like the elite boxes that were previously over here. And now over here is just... the Mandalorian thing is down here, which I mentioned. The on-air thing still works, is down here. And then that cool Blasphemous thing I talked about is now kind of properly displayed down here. This is the big thing, which we'll get to in a second, but I also added our bestie, Ariel. She sent over his standees, so now my VTuber friend area is growing. So shout out to Ariel. She even signed it. You can kind of see it there. Thank you, Ariel. All right, the big thing. Let me quickly get his name. This was sent over by James, a.k.a. Wood Dude. Shout out to James. Let me move all this shit out of the way quickly. This is where the Mandalorian thing was before. Well, don't call me that. My wife. Big shout out to Tina for editing this, by the way. Okay, so this is a full, like, WWE-style belt. It says, Tina's husband, which is, of course, the greatest title, has my logo. The 51 difference. Then it has the Poggers emote. This is based on the Poggers Championship when we did the WWE 23 streams. It also says eat ass, which is just great advice. And I think over here it just says, it says smoke grass, eat ass, smoke grass. You can see my logo kind of there. And on the back, I'm not sure if it's meant to be upside down. Maybe he messed up, doesn't matter. Is the Twitch logo. This is so cool. I tried to put it on by myself. I'm going to try it again. It did not go well. Hold on. Oh, God. Not again. I probably should have Tina help me with this. We're not cutting. We might cut. Hold on. Wait. How about I just sling it over my shoulder? Yeah, like a real wrestler. But thank you. This is really, really cool. I'm going to put it here to have it displayed. This is one of the nicest things I've ever gotten, so thank you very much. Oh, and also this. I totally forgot about this. I'm so sorry. We got this. This is from Caitlin, a.k.a. Sweet Irish Rose 7. They knitted a little turnip boy with the Doug Dimmadome hat from the game, from Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. So it's a little turnip boy with the big hat. Also, there was the pierogi, which was an item in the game, and then a little, like, gun from the game. It's so cute. I put him right here with his big hat. Please stay. Oh, nice. So, thank you so much. Okay, now I think that's everything updated. I do have to move some stuff back, but, okay. If you made it this far, why? But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.